All right, welcome. Today, we're diving into the essential blueprint for financial knowledge. It's the kind of stuff they probably should have taught us in school, but it's the absolute foundation for building a secure financial future.
Seriously? Have you ever thought about this? It's a real head scratcher. You see people with these huge salaries who are somehow living paycheck to paycheck, and then you see others on totally average incomes who just seem to have it all figured out. What is their secret?
Well, here's the thing. The secret isn't just about how much money you make. Nope. It's all about what you know about money and, more importantly, what you do with it. That knowledge, that's the real key to unlocking financial success. So, where do we even begin? We start at the absolute foundation, the engine room of your personal finances. Let's get into part one, mastering your cash flow. Okay, this is it, the most basic yet absolutely critical equation in all of finance. On one side, you've got your income, all the money coming in from your job, a side hustle, whatever. And on the other side, your expenses, all the money going out for things like rent, food, bills, and of course, a little bit of fun. The entire game of personal finance starts right here with these two columns. And that game has one golden rule. I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? But believe it or not, this is the one principle that so many people struggle with, and it's pretty much the single biggest reason people find themselves in financial trouble. Mastering this, it's the core habit of building wealth, period. So how do you actually put that rule into practice? Well, you need a plan. You need a budget. A really popular one to start with is the 50-30-20 rule. It's just a simple way to tell your money where to go. So 50% of your income goes to your absolute needs, 30% can go to your wants, and then, this is the crucial part, 20% goes straight to savings and investments. Okay, so once you're in control of your cash flow, the very next step is to protect yourself from, well, life. That brings us to part two, building your financial safety net. So what does this safety net actually look like? Well, in a word, savings. What you're aiming for, and what most experts recommend, is an emergency fund that can cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses. This is your financial cushion, your buffer against the unexpected. And trust me, you need that buffer. Why? Because life just happens, A sudden job loss, an unexpected medical bill, your car deciding it's had enough. Without a safety net, these are the kinds of things that turn from a major annoyance into a full-blown financial crisis. Now, when a crisis hits and there's no safety net, where do people often turn? Debt. So let's be clear on what debt is. It's pretty simple. It's borrowed money that you have to pay back. But here's the catch. You almost always have to pay back more than you borrowed, and that's all thanks to interest. But here's something super important to get. Not all debt is created equal. There's what we call good debt, which can actually be an investment in your future, like student loans for a degree or a loan to start a business. And then there's bad debt, like high-interest credit card debt that can just trap you in a really tough cycle. Our goal is to avoid that second category like the plague. So, you're managing your cash flow, your safety net is in place, awesome. Now we get to the really exciting part, making your money start to work for you. Welcome to part 3, growing your long-term wealth. Okay, this is a really crucial distinction to understand. Think of it this way. Saving is defense. It's about protecting the money you already have. Investing, on the other hand, is all about offense. That's how you actually grow your money over time. And nothing, I mean nothing, shows the power of growth like the magic of compounding. It's where your investments start earning their own money. It's wild. The interest you earn generates its own interest, which then earns even more interest. Just look at this chart. The secret ingredient here is time. The difference between starting now and waiting just 10 years isn't small, it's massive. It's not just about the cash you put in. It's about missing out on this incredible snowball of growth. So if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. More than a fancy salary, more than picking some lucky stock, time is your single greatest ally. The earlier you start, even with just a little bit, the more powerful that compounding effect becomes. But, okay, while your money is growing, there's this silent thief working against you. It's called inflation. Let's use a super simple example. Today, you can buy a cup of coffee for about $3. But in the future, that exact same coffee might cost $5. That's inflation in action. It just means that your money buys less and less over time. And that is exactly why we invest. The goal isn't just to make money, it's to grow your money faster than inflation. so that your actual purchasing power gets stronger over time. So let's put it all together. This is your blueprint, your game plan. It's 3 simple steps. First, you get control by mastering your cash flow. Second, you protect yourself by building that safety net. And third, you put your money to work by growing your future. It's a clear, powerful, and honestly, a totally achievable path.